It's Election Day. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, but the question is, how many voters will cast ballots in Florida?
Special elections do not have high propensity for turnout.
That's Jimmy Patronis, the Republican running in a special House election against Democrat Gay Valamont to replace ex-Congressman Matt Gaetz. She and Democrat Josh Wheel in the other race to replace National Security Advisor Mike Waltz in the House outspent their Republican rivals in the campaign. Wheel's facing GOP State Senator Randy Fine. In Wisconsin, they're voting for a state Supreme Court justice. Conservative Brad Schimmel versus liberal-leaning Judge Susan Crawford.
The court's ideological balance rides on today's election, but it is the massive amount of money poured in to this race that has caught everyone's attention. The race has brought in a record-breaking $90 million, making it the most expensive Supreme Court race in history. That's a state Supreme Court race.
That's Fox's Brooks Singman. At the U.S. Capitol, a Democrat has pulled an all-nighter.
I rise with the intention of disrupting the normal business of the United States Senate for as long as I am physically able.
And Cory Booker started talking at 7 p.m. Eastern, still going 11 hours later, still talking in the Senate in a filibuster, railing against the Trump agenda as the president gets ready for tomorrow, which he calls Liberation Day.
I call it a lot of different names, but it's really, in a sense, it's a rebirth of a country.
He's readying a new round of reciprocal tariffs against countries that have charged for American exports. There's also a new 25% tariff on foreign-made cars and auto parts. Worry about tariffs has been hanging over Wall Street. The Dow dropped 4% in March. The Nasdaq's losses were double that last month. Israel has gone on the attack again in Lebanon, killing at least 3 people. Israel says it targeted a Hezbollah militant who's been helping Hamas attack Israel in Gaza. America's listening to Fox News.
Fox News Audio presents the Fox Nation Investigates podcast, Evil Next Door, exploring the life and crimes of 5 serial predators from across the United States.
It's a very disturbing case.
In never-before-heard interviews and first-hand perspectives.
Described as pure evil. That's a good description.
The Fox Nation Investigates podcast, Evil Next Door. Listen and follow now at foxtruecrime.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Get those W-2s ready. Tax season has arrived. It's the Fox Business Tax Tips. Fox News Radio's Ginny Casola and Hillary Barsky are joined by the hosts of the Fox Business Network to provide you with the latest tips, tricks, and updates on filing your taxes. From deadlines to tax law changes to the latest deductions, we'll cover it all to make sure you keep that hard-earned money where it belongs, in your pocket. Listen and follow the Fox Business Tax Tips at foxnewspodcasts.com.
China is playing war games near Taiwan again. Large-scale military drills in the water and airspace around the self-ruled island. The U.S. backs, but China claims is its own territory, with the Chinese military saying these exercises are a severe warning against Taiwan independence. And while the Chinese Navy takes part in that, U.S. Navy Admiral Bill Houston is touting a buildup of America's submarine force.
Admiral Houston says there's been a big change since the 90s, when no new subs were built for 6 years.
We are right now building more submarines in terms of tonnage than we did at the height of the Cold War. And that mountain of submarines we need to construct is only going up.
Admiral Houston also described why our subs are so important to national security, citing the nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines as an example.
In less than 1 hour, they can deliver more firepower than was delivered in all of World War II.
The Admiral adding,
if we ever go to combat, it's not going to be a fair fight, and that's just the way I want it.
He says the Navy is getting support from all branches of government right now. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
Now to a different kind of ship. A cruise that's turned into a nightmare for about 200 people who are sick and now isolated.
The sick passengers and crew are aboard the Queen Mary 2. The CDC says the ship was bound from Southampton, England to New York City when the virus ran rampant through the ship. As a result, the passengers can't disembark but must remain on board until the infection runs its course. The cruise line says they've completed a deep clean of the ship. The CDC says a smaller outbreak is reported on the Seabourn Encore cruise ship. Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
They're down to the Final Four in the women's college basketball tournament. Texas, the top regional seed, advanced with a win over TCU, but another number 1 loss. USC eliminated by Connecticut. Texas and UConn joined South Carolina and UCLA. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Tennessee Tech University is considering eliminating 2 foreign language programs. The Herald Citizen reports that the university has proposed eliminating its French and German concentrations effective fall 2025. According to the article, that decision has spurred a petition attempting to save the programs. The article goes on to note that final approval to eliminate the programs will go through the Tennessee Higher Education Commission. A Friday evening crash in Nashville claimed the life of a Cookeville man. According to police reports, Derek P. Borchardt II died at Vanderbilt Medical Center after crashing a 2005 Chevrolet Trailblazer on I-40 near the I-440 junction. Police say that alcohol consumption and speed were factors in the wreck. The White County Sheriff's Office has charged a man with sexual battery by an authority figure. District Attorney General Bryant Dunaway said a county magistrate issued an arrest warrant for Kenneth Haney after finding probable cause that he unlawfully touched the breast of a 17-year-old student while working as a school bus aide. No other details were released about the case. That's the news from WHUB.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Deliver phenomenal 5-star service to every client, every time. Visit tnelevate.com.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB. The voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good Morning Cookeville with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio and brought to you, got a new sponsor of the show, Elevate Real Estate.
Really nice people. Got to meet them the other day, and I just love them. Their energy, their positivity, and such a great business too.
And they're really into the people.
Yes.
That they're working with too, which
they want to elevate their people and
Yeah.
elevate their life.
Right.
It's like I realize why they called it Elevate. It's just it's a great positive term.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
So we appreciate them, and if you're in the market for a realtor, give our guys and ladies over there at Elevate Real Estate a good try.
And thank you so much for being our sponsor of the morning show. It's starting out pretty chilly this morning. We've got 41. It's like just when we think it's 60 in the morning, now it's Tennessee weather, so now it's 41. Our high today will be about 67, and it's going to be sunny today, too.
I heard by the weekend it'll be back up to 80.
See, Tennessee. I love you, Tennessee, but you are bipolar on your weather.
I'm in what do they call it? I'm in a complicated relationship with Tennessee weather.
It's true. We're gonna need to change our Facebook status to
that.
That's
right. A few things you need to know, Sheila.
Yeah, a few things you need to know. The Upper Cumberland Development District, they're looking for one of their small business specialists. They need to hire somebody in that realm, and they want them to join the team. So if you're passionate about helping entrepreneurs succeed and help them with their business and learn, kind of the behind the scenes, help them have a business goal and a business plan. They want you to have a business background. They'd like to hear from you. Good place to work. You'd assist in new and existing businesses and reaching their full potential and helping them create goals. Conduct business development and strategic planning. Lead workshops and training sessions. Help businesses explore their finances and their options. And it's just a lot of things that you can do to kind of help. And if you'd like to know more information about that or to apply for that job, you can just contact UCDD, Upper Cumberland Development District.
The WCTE annual dinner was last night.
Yeah.
And they honored Jackson Kayak's Kyle Richardson as the 2025 Upper Cumberland Neighbor of the Year Award.
Yay, Kyle.
So congratulations to Kyle there at Jackson Kayak. And
That's pretty cool. It was the whole Mr. Rogers neighborhood thing.
Yes, I think a lot of people really like that. I mean, we all loved growing up and watching Mr. Rogers.
Everybody loved Mr. Rogers.
And he's just like, he was a special person.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I've got one more too
Okay.
here. Cookeville FFA. It was at the Gatlinburg Convention Center and doing some competition.
Sure.
Well, Sierra Oldham was the state extemporaneous speaker winner.
Oh, good for
She
her.
won the award, and I think she, well, she's with Putnam County Schools. I'm not sure which school she goes to. It may be Cookeville High School. But Sierra will be representing Tennessee on the national level now. It will be October for the National FFA Convention. So congratulations, Sierra. We're so proud of you.
Tennessee's statewide unemployment rate is the same, 3.7. That's below the national average of 4.1. The lowest it got was last February at 3.1 for Tennessee. So we're hovering about the same for the whole state at 3.7% unemployment. A lot of that is government employees, and hospitality is way up because, it's getting close to spring and summer, and here come the millions of people to visit our state parks and whatever else. So they're getting stocked up for that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The McMinnville Warren County Chamber of Commerce named Carla Savage as its ambassador of the year. She works at Citizens Tri-County Bank. So congratulations to Miss Carla Savage, not Clara. Carla Savage. Sorry about that.
It's okay. We still have sleep in our eyes. It's
Yeah.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. What do you expect? And a happy birthday to TB Sutton General Store in Granville, celebrating 100 years this year.
That's amazing. I love that store.
They have a good little breakfast in there, too.
They really do.
Yeah.
Well, good food all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always a stop whenever go to Wildwood or something. I always like stopping in there because it feels like you're going back in time.
It does. It feels like you're just on a set of the Waltons or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they've got their bluegrass thing that they do.
It's just such a cool step back in time, like you say, with the music, the
Yeah.
food, and even the old-timey stuff in the store.
Yeah.
I love going there.
Also, the Appalachian Center for Craft has got its annual celebration of craft day on Saturday. It's free. It's from 10 to 5. And so they'll show how to do a lot of the different crafts that they do. There'll be a lot of different artisans there showing off not only what they have, but how they do it. So you'll be able to ask questions and things like that. It's a really cool deal if you've never been before. I remember as a kid getting, quote, drugged there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, I don't want to go. Yeah, you're
I don't
going.
wanna- That sounds like learning, you know?
Then you wound up maybe enjoying it a
I
little.
did a little bit. So that's going on this Saturday, 10 to 5, the celebration of craft at the Appalachian Center for Craft.
And another thing I don't want you to forget, and I don't know if when we're adults we do this, but April Fool's Day, people might be playing jokes on you today. It's the first
well.
day of April.
It is, but, we were talking about this yesterday. Every day anymore
It feels like people are pranking you.
feels like April Fool's
That's
Day.
what was in the news? Is
Yeah.
that for real or somebody pranking me?
That's what's bothering you?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's just... Is it April Fool's, right? April Fool?
Am
No?
I being punked?
Yeah. But you can't forget it.
No.
Because there will be the
somebody.
the pranksters today.
Yeah.
And what's terrible is we work with Freaky Dave,
See, now when you were talking about pranksters, that's who came to my mind.
and he tries to pull something every day.
Every day.
To the point that he could run through the building saying it's on fire, and we'd be like,
And it really be, but we're like, yeah, right, funny.
Bad for you, Dave. But I don't believe anything he says at all anymore.
Right. So what is he going to do the opposite today and not pick at all and not play, because
I don't know.
You'd think since he does that every day on April Fool's Day, he'd just be the opposite.
But he really is the little boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, he is. And he's always going to be a little boy. I don't care if
Yeah.
he's like 80 years old. He's still going to be the little boy of the group.
It's
you
to
know
the
what I
point
mean?
now whenever he has to talk to me about something that actually exists, he has to go, hey, look, I'm being serious right now.
Because he knows he's never serious.
I'd be like, okay, are you really? No, this is for real.
And he can look like, are you really telling the
Yeah.
truth? And I'm like,
Well,
I don't know anymore.
I think he'd be the only one to watch out for, but it's the ones you don't think about that get you on April Fool's Day.
Yeah. Is that all?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's time for your 2 cents. That's brought to you by our friends at they're down at 49 Mayberry Street.
Freedom Pond
there in Sparta. Go by and see them. A bunch of good old boys selling some great items, all working clean and just pretty as peach.
Oh, I love that. That was good. A good explanation there and good description of
Big old
Freedom Pond.
a big old Bigfoot thing.
Yeah, that's right. Several Bigfoots.
Yeah.
There's one out in front of the store, and we're talking about those. You call them Yetis, you call them Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
They're Bigfoots.
Yeah, they're big feet.
Yeah.
Anyway, name something you would never do at somebody else's home, or you should never do at somebody else's home.
Oh man, there's a lot of stuff you shouldn't do at someone else's house.
But do you go by the rules or not?
I do. I try to be a really good house guest.
Really good house guest.
I try to be a really good house guest.
You know, now Jason likes to pick on me, but he's got manners.
Oh, I'm very well mannered.
Yeah. You are your mama and daddy's
humble.
son. Now, humble, I don't know about.
Mannered and humble. People say it.
I am well mannered and well humbled.
People say it. It's no one says that.
No, I know.
It's 6:17. We'll get into your 2 cents coming up here in just a minute here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang out with us.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Looking for talented individuals who would like to join our team? Contact us today. Visit tnelevate.com.
When it comes to instant things, you either like them or you don't. Like instant coffee, instant messaging, or instant potatoes.
Oh, these are awful. This tastes like paper mache.
But there's one instant thing we all agree on, and that's money.
Wow, this stuff is great. It's so green. Could I get some more?
So if you're a fan of instant money, play Instant Games. With 4 new games and chances to win up to $500,000, you could be on your way to some really fast fun. The Tennessee Lottery, game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Call us before you dig. Accidents are caused each year because someone broke a gas line that they didn't know was there. Remember, not all of our lines are in the street. They go through your yard to the house. Don't take a chance. The Cookeville Gas Department will gladly check any area before you dig and tell you if there are any gas lines present. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas. Energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay, get your GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay, get your GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. Good morning, Cookeville, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live this morning in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:21.
Our guest this morning will be some of the cast members from Alice in Wonderland from All Good Middle School.
That'll be
coming
fun.
up. I think that would be.
They do a great job.
Yeah, Rebecca Salmon over there. I don't know if she's directing it or not, but she's usually involved with
Oh, yeah.
all of it.
All of it.
Doing a great job. Loves just making the kids better and just, because being part of the drama team and everything really helps build your confidence.
Oh, I
then
think
you know
so.
you're part. It's good sportsmanship too on that.
I
because
believe
you're part
that.
of a team.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I like all of that. So I can't wait to meet some of those students.
Mm-hmm.
Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta.
Freedom Pond.
That's your jingle, Freedom Pond.
Yeah.
But they have everything from tools to guns and ammo, trailers, just about anything you'd want, even jewelry.
Anything you want.
A Freedom Pond. Okay, we'll try to stop singing, but it's hard sometimes. The question, your 2 cents. Name something you should never do at someone else's home. It's open, isn't it? It's open for interpretation on this one.
I will excuse myself from someone's home if I've got bubble guts.
I'm like, of all the things, what made you think of that?
Well, because I think that's something that you shouldn't do at someone else's home.
You shouldn't blow up that toilet,
That
if you know
should
what I
be,
mean.
at your house. Now, I get it. Sometimes stuff just happens.
Well, usually if that happens, you don't have time to get to your house.
You got to try.
You got to try.
You got to get someplace else.
But I get you. I think that's very, very nice of you.
I mean, gas station ain't going to mind that.
I mean, it actually says what it is, gas station. If you're having some problems.
You don't want to be the guy that got invited over and blew up someone's bathroom. You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
We all know that guy.
We certainly do.
We know the guy that comes over and does it. We know the guy at work who does it.
Mm-hmm.
You know who gets talked about all the time? That guy who does it.
That guy who does it.
So as soon as I feel the bubble guts, I'm like, all right, I'm going to need to go.
Or if you're being invited over, don't have little crystal burgers beforehand.
No.
That's what somebody else is saying. Sherry said, never wear your shoes inside. Be respectful. I'm kind of like a play it by ear on that.
If people say, hey, you mind taking your shoes off?
I will do that.
I'll do it.
But if they don't say it, it's a free-for-all.
But then I'm like, why did you get white carpet?
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't you just asking for it at that point?
Aren't you just asking for it? I mean, you deserve for me to trample on this, huh?
I got to tell you, my socks probably ain't much cleaner than my shoes.
Your socks are not cleaner?
Oh, they might be. I don't know.
I don't know. I ain't checked on them.
I've been in my shoes all day. That can be great.
Yeah, but it's not got dirt on them. It's just got your stench.
Yeah, just funk. Whatever the foot funk is.
Well, I got foot funk. You sure you want this?
I don't mean like I got foot funk, but you know what I mean.
It happens to the best of us, stinky feet.
Yeah. My feet are not stinky.
I don't know. You're talking about funk. What does it smell like? Roses?
I'm just saying, sometimes inside your shoes, that I mean, when's the last time you cleaned the inside of your shoes?
Unless I've washed the shoes, 'cause
Right.
I've got something you can put them in and wash them.
Right.
But it's been a long time.
And you got no dirt gets in there and you don't notice, and then that gets on your socks. And if you got white carpet,
Ooh,
there
could be
that
trouble.
exo facto.
Exo facto. Archie said, if you just show up without notice, sorry, I think it's rude. Just one of my things. It kind of is. Well, yes and no. It depends on what I'm doing at the time.
And for me, it also depends who it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because believe it or not, I've got people in my life that still don't really they have a cell phone, but it's not the first thing they think of.
Yeah.
I better stop by there is the first thing they think of.
And you kind of like it that they're old school.
I kind of like it. You hear the dogs bark and well, here comes old so-and-so.
Yeah.
Wonder what he's been up to.
It's almost like a nice surprise for you.
Well, I got,
especially when you like them. And
I remember riding around with my grandpa, and we would stop uninvited everywhere.
Yeah.
And
that's how it was back in the day,
right.
because you didn't have cell phones.
That's right.
And the way you would tell somebody, I guess you'd have a regular phone, but a lot of people were outside. They weren't inside to hear their regular phone. They were always outside working. And if you wanted to send them notice, well, it would take a couple of days by snail mail.
That's true. But we'd stop to see everybody, and you could always tell if there was something happening. You had to be a little aware.
Right.
And be like, oh, well, we just stopped in to say hey, and then you leave. You know, it looks like they're having an argument or something.
Or if it looks like they're really busy, I just want to say hey.
But if they're just out there visiting, we'll hop right in.
If they're on their front porch enjoying themselves.
Hop right in there.
And I sit on this front porch and talk, well,
Yeah.
come on up.
Yeah.
I miss those days.
In a way, but I'm also glad for the notice.
You were taken up for the not notice.
Yeah, but I like the notice.
It depends on who it is.
It does.
It really does. Ray said, if you overstay your welcome at somebody else's house, that can be really annoying and really rude. That's true. And then Erica says, don't stay out too late at somebody else's house. Be aware.
Amen to that.
Staying out late at my house is like past 8.
Some of us want to go to bed.
Yes, we're trying to unwind. We gotta get up early.
And if I'm being quiet, then we're talked out. You know what I mean?
It's quiet with me a lot.
We're talked out. We've said all the stuff.
Here's what I like about us. We've been working together so long. We can sit in quiet, and then we know, hey, it's time to go now. It's time to work.
Yeah.
It's nice because, you have those friends where you can sit in silence because you feel comfortable, not because there's an awkward silence.
Well, most guys are like that.
Are y'all?
Yeah, we can sit there and not talk. And then be like, all right, man, I gotta go.
The reason I probably don't know is I'm probably the one doing all the talking. You think?
Sheila.
You think am I the talker? No.
People say that?
Do people think I'm the talker?
What? I
It's
don't
both
know.
of us. It's
I
not
don't
like you
know
sit
about
quiet
that.
all the time, but yeah, your 2 cents. Something you should never do at somebody else's house. And I can't believe this hasn't been said yet.
What?
I feel like you should not check the medicine cabinets. I did not know that was a thing until everybody's like, well, do you check the medicine cabinets? I'm like, no.
Why would you? What?
I'm like, why is there some people out there that want to snoop like that? I don't need anything in the medicine cabinet. The only way I would check the medicine cabinet is if they go, hey, you've got a cut. Go grab some Neosporin or something,
Right.
Why would you automatically go and snoop?
I guess.
What's the point?
I knew a girl once. She would always snoop if she went over to like a fella's house.
Oh, she was trying to find out stuff.
Well, she wanted to see if he had any STD medications.
I guess that would be taking care of
And
yourself.
I thought, you know what?
That's kind of brilliant in its own
That's
snoopy
all right.
doopy way.
That's all right. That's That's some Magnum PI stuff you're doing there for your own good. I get that.
We can accept that one.
Yeah. I'll give you a pass.
She's not trying to steal anything.
I thought that was real smart.
She's snooping, but yet it's trying to take care of herself.
That's right. Sometimes you got to snoop for good.
All right, I'll remember that. Now, Sandy agreed with you.
Mm-hmm.
What should you not do at somebody else's house?
Blow the bathroom up.
She said take a big poop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thanks, Sandy.
Sandy knows. It's Good Morning Cookeville. That's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Tennessee Tech University is considering eliminating 2 foreign language programs. The Herald Citizen reports that the university has proposed eliminating its French and German concentrations effective fall 2025. According to the article, that decision has spurred a petition attempting to save the programs. The article goes on to note that final approval to eliminate the programs will go through the Tennessee Higher Education Commission. A Friday evening crash in Nashville claimed the life of a Cookeville man. According to police reports, Derek P. Borchardt II died at Vanderbilt Medical Center after crashing a 2005 Chevrolet Trailblazer on I-40 near the I-440 junction. Police say that alcohol consumption and speed were factors in the wreck. The White County Sheriff's Office has charged a man with sexual battery by an authority figure. District Attorney General Bryant Dunaway said a county magistrate issued an arrest warrant for Kenneth Haney after finding probable cause that he unlawfully touched the breast of a 17-year-old student while working as a school bus aide. No other details were released about the case. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. Left-handed pitcher Garrett Crochet and the Boston Red Sox agreed on a 6-year extension worth $170 million yesterday. The 25-year-old was dealt to the Red Sox this past offseason from the White Sox. Crochet has only thrown 224 innings in his career and was a starter for 1 season last year in Chicago. The Atlanta Braves' slow start to the season continued yesterday as they lost veteran outfielder Jurickson Profar. Profar was dealt an 80-game suspension for using performance-enhancing drugs. Profar will be able to return on June 29th, but will not be eligible for postseason play. The New Orleans Pelicans are shutting down Zion Williamson and C.J. McCollum for the rest of the season. Both players are dealing with bone bruises. The news means Zion will play 30 or fewer games for the 4th time in his 6-year career. Join us tonight for some high school baseball as the Upperman Bees travel to York Institute to play the Dragons in a non-district game at 5:30 on the main UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stock futures are mixed as a new quarter gets underway after a losing start to the year. The Nasdaq and S&P 500 posted their worst quarter since 2022. Mortgage giant Rocket is getting bigger. It's buying Mr. Cooper Group, the largest mortgage servicer in the U.S. Rocket also recently announced a deal to buy real estate brokerage Redfin. Mortgage companies have been consolidating because the business has shrunk since the pandemic-era housing boom. Mercedes-Benz executives say they are building up inventories in the U.S. to get ahead of tariffs expected this week. The German automaker says it will wait to see how competitors respond to the tariffs before it makes a decision on prices. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola. Invested in you.
National security is at risk, and China controls most of the world's supply of antimony, a critical metal for military and defense technology. Military Metals Corp is taking action and securing a Western-controlled supply with projects in Europe and North America. Critical minerals are the backbone of modern defense. Now's the time to pay attention. The stock trades on the OTC under ticker MILIF. Call your broker today or go to www.militarymetalscorp.com.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
from the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Tuesday morning forecast. We're off to a chilly start today, but temperatures should recover nicely as the day wears on. We'll have decreasing clouds through this afternoon with highs near 70, southeast wind around 5 miles per hour. Clouds will increase overnight with lows in the lower 50s. Wednesday will be partly sunny with highs near 80.
Please keep your hands inside the ride. It's time to revisit 40 years of incredible memories at Dollywood. Along the way, you'll enjoy twists and turns, sing-alongs, photo ops, and exclusive live shows. Join us to celebrate our 40th anniversary at the I Will Always Love You Music Festival March 15th through April 13th. Hold on and get details at Dollywood.com.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Willow Window's got their summer space right now going. Yeah. And go ahead and call them, make an appointment, get on their books to have an estimate done about some things you're thinking about in your backyard, front yard, side yard, wherever you want it. And let these guys come out and give you an estimate of what it would take to make your outside beautiful again. And they can help you out. Find more information at willowwindow.pro. That's willowwindow.pro.
A high today around 67 for us. We got 46 right now. Going to be partly sunny for this afternoon.
Spoiler alert, things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Kevin Bacon's going to be on Jimmy Fallon. I don't know what Kevin Bacon's up to.
He's got a new movie or something out. He's always good. I watch anything he's in.
Mm-hmm. Paul Rudd is going to be on Seth Meyers.
I like him too.
Yeah. Let's see here on regular TV tonight. You got The Rookie on ABC. Bad Romance, a special edition of 2020. Someone's getting killed in that one.
Yeah, that's what your Bad Romance is.
Yeah. FBI International and FBI Most Wanted on CBS. The Voice is on NBC. Street Outlaws, Locals Only. That's on Discovery. Is that the episode you're on, Sheila?
I think so.
Okay. The Death Coast. That's going to be on History. A series premiere of that. I don't know. I haven't seen any previews on
I haven't either, but it sounds like something I might like.
Yeah. It's got death in it. So there you go. HBO's The White Lotus is breaking viewership records. Episode 306 drew 4.2 million U.S. viewers, surpassing the season 2 finale. The record was quickly broken by episode 307, which reached 4.8 million viewers, a 14% increase.
I've been watching it.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
There's several people I know watching it that like it. I haven't watched any of it yet.
It's really unique writing, unique stories. White Lotus is like a high class like hotel that you'd stay at, and each season travels to a new White Lotus location.
Gotcha.
So it's in Thailand this year.
Okay.
And it was in, I think, Italy last season. So it's a lot of, I just love the scenery too.
Mm-hmm.
But the characters are very interesting.
Well, I'm going to have to give it a try.
You would like it. That, Coolidge, Hugh Stifler's mom. She's in the first couple of seasons. Now this is season 3.
All right. Sydney Sweeney is in final talks to star in Legendary's live-action Gundam movie. Jim Mickle, the showrunner for Sweet Tooth, is set to write and direct the film, which is co-developed between Legendary and Bandai Namco Filmworks.
Wow.
Don't know if that's right or not.
You're just saying a bunch of words. None of this is making sense to me.
The movie's
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney The movie's based on the Japanese sci-fi franchise featuring giant robots.
Oh, will you watch that? You probably will because Sydney's in it, but you don't like robots.
I never said I don't like robots.
Yeah, you have.
No, I said watch out for robots.
You said you don't like robots.
No, I
You
said
don't trust them,
right.
but you love them.
Well, no, they're probably going to try to kill little Sydney Sweeney.
Oh,
That'd be terrible.
little Sydney Sweeney.
Well, I don't even.
She was in the first season of White Lotus.
Oh, really?
And of course, she was like by the pool, sunning. So that
Well, I might
means she
give
was
that a
probably in a
try.
little bikini.
No, Sheila.
What?
You know, I just think she's a great actress.
Yeah, that's it. Lots of great actresses out there, but you choose the one that looks like that.
In other Sydney Sweeney news,
Big fan, aren't you?
more breaking Sydney Sweeney news here,
They
though.
finally admitted it, didn't they?
Her and Jonathan Davino have ended their nearly 7-year relationship, calling off their engagement earlier this month.
I think she's already with somebody else.
Poor thing.
Poor thing. You feel so sorry for her. One of your favorite actresses.
The source told People that Sweeney is all about working right now and very excited about all her projects, adding that she felt overwhelmed by the relationship and wedding plans. An insider said she didn't feel right about it, emphasizing that Sweeney's not ready to settle down.
If you don't feel right about it, you shouldn't just go on ahead with it. So I agree with her.
I agree with her too.
You act like you're so sympathetic.
Well, you know, I think it's admirable for her to be thinking about her work right now. She's got plenty of time to settle down.
That's true, though. I agree with you on that.
That's all I'm saying.
We agreed on Sydney Sweeney.
Ketchup Entertainment has acquired worldwide distribution rights for Coyote versus Acme. The movie, which was completed, was shelled by Warner Brothers Discovery in 2023 for a $30 million tax write-off. Ketchup Entertainment plans a theatrical release in 2026. That movie's got John Cena, Will Forte, Lena Condor, and it's all based on Ian Fraser's 1990 New Yorker article. The movie sees Wile E. Coyote suing the Acme Corporation for defective products.
Yay. I like that.
But they weren't defective. The Coyote just tried to use them wrong.
Well, I hope he wins.
I'm sure there was something on the rocket that says, do not strap to back.
It may have, yeah. Or if there wasn't, there is now because of Wile E. Coyote.
Right. Dave Coulier, who played Uncle Joey on Full House, cut it out.
Right.
Revealed that his stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma diagnosis in late 2024. He described the experience as pretty overwhelming, but insists that he was going to be strong. After completing chemotherapy this past February, a recent biopsy showed no signs of cancer.
Oh, I'm so glad.
He awaits further confirmation from a CAT scan. He told Parade magazine, "I'm prepared either way," reflecting on his journey. Amid his health challenges, he became a grandfather when his son Luke and wife Alex welcomed a baby boy on March 27th. So that's great that I bet he'd be a good grandpa.
Oh, I think so too.
I bet,
He seems like a great guy.
well, he can do all the different voices
Right.
and sounds
It's
and
fun.
stuff. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
a good grandpa for
I
sure.
like him a lot.
So I'm glad he's doing good. They were asking some of these Saturday Night Live cast members about Morgan Wallen,
Yeah.
and Kenan Thompson said maybe he just had to go potty.
Kenan. I love Kenan Thompson. And what they're talking about, if y'all didn't know, when they're gathering at the end, wrapping up Saturday Night Live, he said his goodbyes, and then he just walks right down the middle, like in front of the camera, and walks out.
Yeah. And Keenan said he can only think of one other person that's done that. Prince.
Oh, good company.
So
Prince. I can so see Prince doing that.
Morgan Wallen is country Prince.
Yeah, I like that. Prince Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Prince Wallen.
It's 6:44 now. It's Good Morning Cookeville, and coming up we've got The Real Good. That's on the way. A couple of stories that are positive and uplifting, and round 2 of Ask Sheila. That's all coming up. And then right after that, we'll talk to some of the cast of Alice in Wonderland from All Good Middle School. All on the way here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window Studio, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Deliver phenomenal 5-star service to every client, every time. Visit tnelevate.com.
Join Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity for their Dream Builders Putnam Luncheon, Tuesday, May 13th from 12 to 1 p.m. at The Edge at Life Church. You'll get to hear from donors, homeowners, and volunteers. Admission is $25. And if you're interested in being a table host, please reach out to Casey at 931-528-1711, extension 6. It's Upper Cumberland Habitat for Humanity's Dream Builders Putnam Luncheon, May 13th, 12 to 1 at The Edge at Life Church.
Life in Tennessee is full of milestones. Your first car, a new home, the family you build, and the business you've worked so hard to grow. Through it all, Farm Bureau Insurance is there to make sure the important things like auto, home, life, and small business are well taken care of. Because when life moves forward, you deserve the peace of mind to enjoy every step along the way. Visit FBITN.com to find the right coverage for your auto, home, life, or business. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service, also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease into a state of relaxation and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614, or visit hayesdentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:48 now.
And our guest this morning, a little after 7, we'll have from All Good Middle School, Alice in Wonderland, some of the cast members of that show. It's going to be a really good one, and I can't wait to talk to some of the students about that.
Yeah, me either. They always do a great job at All Good Middle.
They really do.
Time for the real good. Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it the real good. Josie Church and Ann Wallace Hadrill Two longtime neighbors in Oxford, England, are celebrating their 101st birthday together.
Whoa.
Born on the same day in 1924, these great grandmothers have lived next door to each other since the 1980s and have shared many birthday celebrations. Both women threw themselves into volunteering and creative activities after their husbands passed, and the women have been close friends ever since. When asked about the special birthday she shared with Anne, Josie downplayed it a bit. I think life has gone quite quickly, she said. It just passed. We live on the most amazing road. It's like one big extended family.
That's nice.
As for tips about leading a long life, Josie had some more observations. Just live, she said. There's not much you can do. You just go from one thing to the next. Let life happen.
I was going to say that. It sounds like Jason. He's just like, quit worrying. Just let life happen.
Let life happen.
Roll with it, baby.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to live forever with that attitude.
Yeah.
Much to the chagrin of many.
But, I mean, look, they're 101 now.
Right.
That's just because they just roll with it and let life happen.
76-year-old Ron Walters enjoys using his metal detector and has made a routine of scanning the same farmer's field near the town of Dudley, England. One day he almost stayed home, but his wife was like, no, get out of here.
Did she say that?
She said, bugger off and get out of the house for a bit.
Those old English people.
To Ron's delight, he discovered an ultra rare Roman coin that day, dating back to 69 AD.
Wow.
The coin features an imprint of an emperor that there's no way I could say its name. Lulus is believed to be the first of its kind ever found in England. My heart was racing. That's what Ron said. I just popped it in my pocket and went straight back home.
Nobody's going to know about this for a while. I got to do my research.
The coin is believed to be 1,955 years old. Got auctioned off last week for $6,000. And Ron's splitting that with the farmer who owns the field.
Wow.
So good on Ron.
That's not a bad day's work, is it?
Ron said the money isn't his biggest motivation. It's not just the money, he said. It's the historic value. It's a once-in-a-lifetime find.
It really is.
And now you go to his wife and go, well, I did make $3,000.
What do you think about that?
What about that?
You still want me to bugger off?
Yeah, then I bet you want me to bugger get a Target or whatever they have over there. All right, Sheila.
Oh, is it time?
It's time for Ask Sheila. This is round 2. You get 2 right yesterday, I believe. Was it 2 or 1?
I really don't know.
I think it was 2.
Yeah.
I'm kind of quick keeping score.
Oh, is it not important?
We'll say 2. Okay.
Let's say 2.
All right. So first question here, round 2. 67. This is all about men, by the way.
Okay. Men.
You do know about men.
One of my favorite subjects.
67% of men own one of these, but only 49% have used it in the past month. What is it?
Oven.
No, but you're in the realm of the right answer.
Microwave.
No.
I'm sure they've used the microwave.
Still in the realm, though.
What's the percentage again?
67% of men own one. Only 49% have used it in the
And I'm close with oven.
The past month.
Close with oven.
They would use an oven with this item.
A bundt pan.
It's a cookbook, Sheila. That's the correct answer.
Okay, I get it now, but I don't know if I would have thought that.
That's all right.
That's a hard one.
It was.
I came real close with that oven.
Question number 2, Sheila.
All right.
20% of men do this every night. What is it? 20% of men do this every night.
Sleep nude.
No, not it. I'll give you a hint. I do this at least twice a month.
Shave. So they do it at night.
Yeah, 20% have to do it every night.
Well,
Isn't that tiresome?
my husband has to do it every day.
He grows a beard that fast?
Oh gosh, yeah. He will shave in the morning, and by the evening he has a stubble.
I'm right now. I'm a week and 2 days.
Look at you, and still look rather clean shaven.
A week and 2 days, and this is.
Isn't it crazy the difference in folks though? Because
Yeah.
I'm saying he has that shadow by the evening, like they call it 5 o'clock shadow. But I mean, by evening you can tell he's getting a little bit of stubble.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy? Like that's in one day.
That's nuts. My dad is that way. My dad can grow a full beard, but for some reason I can't.
You must have got it after your mom's genes.
I guess I don't know. My dad thinks I have that Peter Pan disease where I never grow up.
You are a
He
little.
might be right about some of that. I don't know, but
I think it's just genetics.
yeah. About 15% of men are suffering from this condition right now. What is it?
Condition?
I really wouldn't call it a condition, but it's funny that they did in the question. About 15% of men are suffering from this condition right now. What is it?
Ignorance.
Oh, okay, you're close, but ignorance about what?
Oh gosh. Well, are you gonna give me a hint? Because that could be a lot of things.
I can't because, I mean, it'd give it away. I can't think of one that wouldn't
The
give it.
toilet seat's up.
Their fly is open.
Oh, it was close with the toilet seat.
Isn't that funny that they called it a condition?
Yeah, because I thought it was like a real medical problem or something.
Yeah, like they make a pill for it.
Yeah.
Have you been forgetting to zip your fly? Try Fly Zipic.
Fly Zipic, that was cute.
Fly Zipic. You know, just a week ago, I was forgetting to zip my pants. But now, thanks to Fly Zipic.
I don't have the brain fog that comes with zipping my pants.
I was using the bathroom just the other day, and with Fly Zipic, I remembered to zip my fly.
And put the toilet seat down.
But that's funny that they call it. Well, you got one today, Sheila. Shave.
Well, at least I got one.
Yeah, you got.
But I feel like I gave it my all with the good answers.
You did give it your all. I mean, you were close.
I was very close.
Real.
And I couldn't. I was like, I don't know what else.
No, these are hard.
They were very hard.
You know.
And then a condition, which not really a condition, like you
Yeah.
think it was a medical condition.
I don't think they should have called it a condition at all.
They're trying to trick you.
Now, let me ask you this, and you know, guys and girls are different, obviously, but if you have a girlfriend and her flies unzipped,
I'll tell her.
yeah, I do. I tell.
Is that the question? Sorry. Yeah.
I do. You know, I tell my guy friends, but I would never tell a girl that.
I don't think I'd tell most men that because I don't want them to think they're looking there. But sometimes
Right.
it's obvious that it's like open. It's not just open. Sometimes it is open.
Wide open, yeah.
Not that you can see anything, but I'm just saying that's why it's noticeable. You're thinking what? Because it's
Right.
like the corner of your eye.
But don't you think it's a little, like, wouldn't you think it's a little pervy if a guy was like, hey, Sheila?
Well, not. It depends on who's telling me.
Because I feel like that'd be pervy to do.
Yeah, I think most people would feel well, but I
Or as
like.
the kids say, that'd be so cringe. That's so cringe.
Yeah, but I mean, you could tell me, and I'd be thinking he just don't want me to look stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
But like any guy would be like, hey, bro.
So I'd be
Hey,
like,
hey, man, hey. You know,
but you don't feel that way with like your guy friend. You're like, hey, you need to zip them pants.
yeah, be like, hey, zip your
Hey,
pants.
you forgot something.
All right, guys, coming up next, we'll talk to, from All Good Middle School, the cast of Alice in Wonderland will be here in the Willow Window Studio. And it's Good Morning Cookeville, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good Morning Cookeville, W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.
The polls are opening now in Florida. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, and two special congressional elections in heavily Republican districts as the GOP hopes to add to their slim House majority.
And if they go and vote, we are both going to be just fine and have great nights for President Trump.
State Senator Randy Fine running against Democrat Josh Wheel, who along with Democrat Gabe Alamont in the other race against Jimmy Petronas outspent the GOP candidates.
Florida's first congressional district was once held by Matt Gaetz, who resigned amidst an ethics investigation when nominated to be Attorney General for President Trump. Florida's 6th congressional district was held by Michael Waltz, now serving as the president's national security advisor.
Fox's Evan Brown. Polls open next hour in Wisconsin in a state Supreme Court election that'll decide if that court will remain liberal-leaning or shift to the right like Brad Schimmel hopes. He tells Fox.
Many of our election integrity laws are going to end up in front of this court, and we could see the rules our legislature's put in place in recent years to try to protect that election integrity get struck down by this activist court.
He's facing Susan Crawford, who claims Elon Musk is trying to buy the election, spending millions to back Schimmel. A Democrat spent all night talking in the Senate and is still going. Cory Booker railing against Elon Musk and the Trump agenda, slashing federal spending, with Booker worried about Social Security.
It's the hard-earned savings of working Americans, and it belongs to Americans. President and Elon Musk need to keep their hands off of it.
Now, the president's getting ready for what he calls Liberation Day tomorrow.
Fox has told President Trump's trade advisors have presented him with multiple tariff plans. This week, those reciprocal tariffs and 25% tariffs on all foreign-made cars are expected to kick in. There is still some information we don't know, including how many countries will be affected by those reciprocal tariffs and how these levies will be imposed.
Fox's Madeline Rivera. A Washington Post report of a potential 20% tariff on most imports said stock futures falling after a March sell-off. The Dow dropped 4% last month. The NASDAQ lost double that. America's listening to Fox News.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
It's tax season. By now, we're all a bit tired of numbers, but here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number, $100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed. Save up to 40% in your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. That's LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY. Terms apply.
President Trump is undoing something else from the Biden presidency, a legal challenge in Georgia.
Attorney General Pam Bondi has instructed the Justice Department to dismiss the federal lawsuit, which was filed in 2021 under former President Joe Biden. It challenged a Georgia election law passed by the state's Republican lawmakers after former President Trump's 2020 loss. The law makes it illegal to provide food or water to voters waiting in line to cast their ballots. Democrats said it was an effort to suppress voter turnout. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
Now something new for the Justice Department to investigate.
President Trump was joined by musician Kid Rock in the Oval Office for an executive order signing directing the Federal Trade Commission and the Justice Department to crack down on the ticket reselling market.
These bots, they come in to get all the good tickets to your favorite shows you want to go to, and then they're relisted immediately for sometimes a 400% or 500% markup.
The administration says the BOTS Act, legislation intended to stop scalpers from using automated purchase technology, has been on the books for 8 years, but enforced just once. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
The women's college basketball Final Four is set. Texas and Connecticut won last night to join South Carolina and UCLA. In baseball, an Atlanta Brave has been benched.
Major League Baseball announced an 80-game suspension for outfielder Jurickson Profar.
after he tested positive for a performance-enhancing substance. Profar agreed to a 3-year, $42 million deal with Atlanta in January after a career year with the Padres. Profar set career highs in batting average, home runs, and RBIs in 2024 while being named to his first All-Star team. Should the Braves make the postseason, Profar will not be eligible to play. Joe Morgan, Fox News.
Well, the Braves are still winless so far this year, beaten by the Dodgers 6-1. Atlanta's now 0-5. Los Angeles, the defending World Series champs, are 6-0. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Tennessee Tech University is considering eliminating 2 foreign language programs. The Herald Citizen reports that the university has proposed eliminating its French and German concentrations effective fall 2025. According to the article, that decision has spurred a petition attempting to save the programs. The article goes on to note that final approval to eliminate the programs will go through the Tennessee Higher Education Commission. A Friday evening crash in Nashville claimed the life of a Cookeville man. According to police reports, Derek P. Borchardt II died at Vanderbilt Medical Center after crashing a 2005 Chevrolet Trailblazer on I-40 near the I-440 junction. Police say that alcohol consumption and speed were factors in the wreck. The White County Sheriff's Office has charged a man with sexual battery by an authority figure. District Attorney General Bryant Dunaway said a county magistrate issued an arrest warrant for Kenneth Haney after finding probable cause that he unlawfully touched the breast of a 17-year-old student while working as a school bus aide. No other details were released about the case. That's the news from WHUB.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning. Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now.
And this is one of my favorite plays, Alice in Wonderland. And Allgood Middle School, some of the cast members are with us. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. I love it when y'all do that.
They
Good
do that
morning, class.
all at the same time. That's pretty cool. So let's start over here. Who do we have here? What is your name and what do you play in the performance? Or who's your character?
My name is Cassidy, and I play Rose in Wonderland.
Rose in Wonderland. Poor Rose. She didn't get the credit she deserves, does she?
I have too much sass.
Okay.
I like sass.
My name's Ella Kate, and I play Alice.
Oh, really? Well, are you jealous that she's Alice?
Really?
Because you like
Sort
the
of.
sass that you play. Yeah. Ella Kate, I love that name.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
My name is Lily, and I'm the Queen of Hearts.
Oh, I love that character. And go ahead. You're Miss Addison.
My name is Addison, and I play Matilda.
Now, what's been the best part about doing this for you guys? Like, what's the most fun part? Anybody can answer.
Singing.
Now, do you like? I mean, are you good at singing, or you just like singing?
I'm good at singing, I think.
I'm good at it.
I'm good at it if I do say so myself.
Dang it! Have you not heard me? I've got 3 EPs out right now.
She's humble like you.
Yeah, I like that. And she's all we discussed earlier. She's also a loud whisperer.
Yeah.
Which
Gotten that before too.
Yeah, we all have. So, when you do a performance, a big ensemble cast like this, there's a lot of different personalities, and I'm sure that you maybe hung out before with some other people, but that bond that you get working as a team, one of you tell me about that.
I'd say it's really, empowering because everybody's more positive to each other, and I feel like it's kind of like a family,
Mhm.
Family.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Everyone's really supportive, and even if you mess up, it's not a big deal because they'll help you through it, and it's
Yeah.
not scary messing up.
Right. I always say, well, it can't take your birthday away, so you're doing all right, right?
Yeah.
So of the 4 of you, is this the first play for any of you 4, or you've been in several of them?
Yeah.
I think all of us, except
Cassidy, but it's okay. We've all pretty much been in all 4 years of the play. Yeah.
Awesome.
All together.
Cassie's
Yeah.
been in 3 out of the 4 years.
She's like, come on, y'all. I see some of the sass. So what do you guys like so much about getting on stage and acting? Is it do you like the live part of it?
Yeah, that part's the most scary for me, but also just like getting to act like a different person is kind of fun because I'm kind of like crazy usually, and so now I get to be mean, which is kind of difficult for me, but it's fun learning how to be more like mean. And
That Queen of Hearts part is a fun part, though. Yeah.
Why is that? Full disclosure, this is going to be crazy sounding to a lot of people. Maybe not to Miss Salmon.
She knows you.
I've never seen Alice in Wonderland.
Now, I'm even shocked at that because you haven't even seen the cartoon.
No. I mean, I've seen it.
It's so
I know
great
it
and creative.
exists, but I've never watched the whole
really
thing.
different than a lot of the. I mean, it's not like. It's almost like with adult jokes in it, you know. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I think you'd like it.
Never seen it.
Do y'all have the Cheshire Cat in it?
Yes.
Do we have the
Y'all explain about the cats.
Yeah, tell us about the cats.
There's 3 of them, and they're all 7th graders.
Talk about fun.
7th graders.
And that cat, you got to play him with a little sass too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I mean cats, they're all kind of sassy.
No.
You were letting me. You're like, I know. Do you even know who Alice is?
I know who Alice
Besides-
is. I've seen, like enough of it.
You've seen clips of it, but you've never
Right.
watched it all the way
And I
through.
knew about the cat because he's got a big smile.
Yeah. And he looks kind of like, I'm up to something.
Right.
I'm up to no good.
Yeah, and in a Motley Crue song back in the day, somebody in one of those songs had a smile like,
A Cheshire Cat?
yeah. So I know about Alice and I know about the cat through Motley Crue. Those are the only things that I know.
So, Alice.
Yes.
Do you do a lot of singing in it too?
Yeah.
So obviously Alice might be. I say Alice. That's not your real name, but you've probably been singing a while as well.
Yeah.
So where did you begin singing at? Was it at church or?
When I was really little, at my kind of smaller church, where I used to live, I used to help lead the singing. It was kind of awkward, but I don't know. I just kind of sing all the time.
Like,
'Cause you love it.
Is it annoying to your parents?
Sometimes if I sing too much.
Now, do you and Lily just wake up singing?
Basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, my brother is the one who always tells me to stop, but
it's like, stop.
What do brothers know?
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, she looked like nothing. I can answer that with one word. Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. So when you're had everybody in here seen Alice in Wonderland before you got into this? You haven't? See, it must be a dude thing.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Alice in Wonderland's more of a girl thing.
I disagree too. Because I think you would think it's really cool. You just think, I think because the lead is a girl, I think maybe the guys think it's more of a chick flick or something, but it's a really cool story.
Well, I mean, I'm willing to give it a try.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, well, I'm going to hold you to that because we're going to go see these students perform.
Well, I'll need you to go with me.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
Because
it's just like he's one of these guys that can't even go to Chicken Salad Chick by himself. He has to take a chick with him because he doesn't want to be the only guy. Yes, I told on you.
it's called Chicken Salad Chick. It's not called Chicken Salad.
Don't look at Rebecca to
Dude.
save you. Miss Salmon knows that you're crazy.
Yeah. before we go to break, when does this get started, or has it already started, or ticket prices? Is it sold
I'm going to
out?
ask Addison.
Yeah, you don't in here, Addison.
Come on, Addison.
Addison, you haven't said anything.
Now I embarrassed her. Sorry. So when does it start?
April 4th.
April 4th.
That's this weekend.
Yeah.
Friday at All Good Middle School.
Friday, All Good Middle School, Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm going to get a few guys to go.
Okay, yes.
If we present like a monster truck commercial.
But we've got even other actors that are in Alice in Wonderland, and a guy. We'll pick on him, too.
Wait,
we'll ask him
wait,
another
But
thing.
what is the cost? $5.
$5, and then you're supporting the school, All Good Middle
Yeah,
School.
that's right. More with the cast of Alice in Wonderland from All Good Middle School coming up here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Looking for talented individuals who would like to join our team? Contact us today. Visit tnelevate.com.
Hey, how's your money situation? Are you ready for retirement?
I wish I could retire.
Well, if you want to know what the pros are doing to make wealth multiply and retire like royalty, then you need to listen to this show, Retire the Right Way, with Aaron Wright. Get your money right and tune in every weekend, Saturdays at 9 a.m. on News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Growing up in Tennessee, I knew there were many college options, but after exploring the UT system campuses, I found the perfect fit. I was able to experience each campus firsthand before making a decision that would shape my future. Thanks to scholarship opportunities in UT Promise, I'm on track to graduate debt-free, something I never thought possible. The UT system is a community invested in your success. Start your journey at findyourut.com. 5 campuses, one just for you.
Sean Hannity here with some important advice. There's only one real estate agent I trust if I needed to sell my home. I'm talking about Heather Skender Newton with Skender Newton Realty. She services the entire Cookeville area. Just Google Skender Newton Realty.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Artificial intelligence, AI, it's all you hear about. But how far away is it? And what are the potential threats from AI that could totally upend the way Americans live their lives? What will it do to the job market? What will the unemployment rate be? What does it mean for data privacy or cybersecurity? How about the banking system or national security? The ECB has already warned about a bubble in AI stocks. Could this spread to other sectors? If you have $50,000 or more saved for retirement, this may not be the time to wait and find out. Learn how you could help protect your life savings using precious metals like gold and silver. Right now, you can get a free gold and silver kit from the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. On top of that, you could get up to a 10% instant match in bonus silver with a qualified account. Visit HannityGold.com or call 855-815-GOLD. One more time, visit HannityGold.com or call 855-815-GOLD.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good Morning Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here, live in the Willow Window studio. It's 7:18.
I feel like Miss Rebecca Salmon is one of us.
She for sure is
Because,
one of us.
yeah, we're like, shh, we're going to go on now. And it's hard for her to stop, too, because
Right.
it's hard for me. I'm like, oh, does that mean I've got to wait to talk?
And we've all got a little bit, I call it weed eater disease.
No, you don't. He calls me a weed eater because I'll get You go ahead and explain it.
So Sheila's one of these guys that she'll start a conversation and kind of be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, that's great. and then all of a sudden it's this huge nonstop
excitement
words of I don't know when they start, I don't know when they end, but it's like a weed eater getting started. When you go pull it a few times, it takes a few pulls. On that third pull,
I'm on it.
she's on it. So that's
Mowing
why
the whole yard.
that's why I call it weed eater. All right, so the cast of Alice in Wonderland is in here. They're from All Good Middle School. So we'll kind of go down the line. What's your name?
I'm Elon Norris.
And Elon, you're with me. You'd never seen Alice in Wonderland before until you got into this. So what was it about
Oh, sorry.
getting in on playing a part in Alice in Wonderland? And what part do you play?
Well, it was kind of hard for me to understand what I was trying to play, but I eventually kind of asked a friend and just kind of figured out what the play was about, and then I got the Dodo Bird, so that's kind of a really fun character to play.
Mm-hmm. There's a dodo bird in it.
There's so many different characters in
Did
there.
you go watch something else, or did you read it, or did you just go by? You just went, I don't need any of that. I'm just gonna do straight script here.
I learned it through the script.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes the movie has a lot of different versions. Then there's a different version than the book, and then there's a screenplay for the play.
Failed a mini test in
Right,
English
by
from-
just watching a movie.
You can't trust the movie.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
Well, it's creative interpretation.
Yeah.
So, ladies, who do you guys play and what's your names, your real names too?
I'm Addison, and I play Tall Alice.
Tall Alice. I know because, Alice shrinks.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
My name's Lila, and I play a reverie.
You play who? What's that?
A reverie.
A reverie. Am I saying that right? What is that?
It's like a big group of girls that we all sing and dance, and we're in a lot of the scenes.
Okay. And so a reverie is a group then, not your character's name.
Yeah, but I so all of us are a reverie though.
Remember, you have to talk to me like I'm 5.
So you don't have an individual character, you're a group.
I got you. Now, is dancing your thing? Because some of these other singing has been, but is dancing your deal? You like that the best?
I like singing and dancing both.
Okay. What about you? Singing and dancing, or no?
Just dancing.
Just dancing. You're not a good singer. No. Me either. Me either. What about you? You sing and dance both in this?
I do. I like more of the comical talking, though.
Yeah.
I mean, a dodo bird. They're funny.
Do you have a special voice for Dodo Bird that you do? Or you like, I'm the Dodo Bird?
That's how I speak normally. So she picked me for a reason.
Yeah. It's like I need a kid with a goofy voice.
So you're seeming very mature and very professional right now, but in the hallways, are you always cracking jokes?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And I figured you were.
Are you always getting in trouble for it?
Sometimes the jokes are funny enough that I don't get in trouble.
Way to go. Yeah.
We thought about a long career in radio.
He would be good.
Yeah.
He's got impeccable comic timing.
Yeah. Well,
And you know what? That's not easy.
No, it's not. And that's
Yeah.
how we ended up as the Dodo Bird.
He's a natural.
It's just a really great comic role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, he came to auditions and we were like, that.
talking to the fancy listening
All
stick.
right.
If
Well,
you're tall enough.
I'm not. Okay.
Jason has no idea what us short people go through.
It's rough. It's rough. Yeah, the Dodo Bird is a very fun comic role, and Elon just nailed it at auditions, and so he ended up in that spot.
Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about this crew too. You were bragging on them quite a bit when you got in here. So
These kiddos have been with our program, all of them, for 3 or 4 years, and so in the midst of that, they've all played lots of different parts. And so it's been really neat to watch them grow. I pick on the Addisons because
The
first
Addisons.
Because there's two. Yeah.
well, and they're both 8th graders, and they've been with us all 4 years. And they were, as 5th graders, when they came to us the first time, they were adorable. but we literally just couldn't hear them. But we were like, but look how cute they are. And we need some little 5th grade lemurs. And we literally couldn't hear their voices. They were so quiet.
It was the Lion
But
King,
they could
right?
dance. Madagascar.
Madagascar. I knew it was something.
And so, but we cast them because they were wonderful presents. But now
And
they
cute
both
little lemurs.
They were, but now they both have speaking roles because over 4 years they've come to that point. And Lila wasn't with us for all 4 years, but Lila just gets out there on the stage and she's got this phenomenal singing voice and smile and dance, and I mean she's just triple threat. And so
I love it that you can see like the confidence build too. The more you're in,
oh my gracious,
like
yes.
on the drama team, basically.
Yeah.
And I just feel like
that, and it teaches, because I don't know how many young people, and I'm not slamming on young people at all, but
it sounds like you're about to.
But they talk, they mumble, and it feels like they're trying to get everything out as quickly as possible, and I can't understand a dang word that they're saying.
But
So-
not these,
but-
not
but-
this
but-
this
but
group of
being
young
able
people.
to speak to somebody, look somebody in the eye, and speak loud enough that they can hear you, slow enough that they can understand you, is a lost art in the world.
That's
So-
what's important about the art.
right. That's what I'm saying. You know, being part of this
Mhm.
trains you for something in the future, no matter if it's acting or singing or dancing
job interviews
or
and speaking up
whatever.
with- I mean, really.
Because I mean, I interview people all the time, and young people, and some of them like, well, I can't understand what you're saying.
Right.
You've never looked me in the eye once, you know, but to be able to learn this in this setting in a fun way, this is going to put you ahead of everybody else, just so you know.
Well, and you were talking about young people aren't learning that, and I agree 100%. Teaching as a middle school teacher, that's a huge issue. But
Let me come straighten them out for you there, Miss Salmon.
you know, I think I got it, man.
I could
really
sit there
do.
and be like,
I
"Speak up,
think I
man."
got it. But we actually at All Good, I have to brag on us. We have the theater group has the largest extracurricular group in the school.
I
Oh, that's
love to
great.
hear that.
Yeah.
Love it.
13% of our student body tried out for Alice in Wonderland.
Wow.
13.
That's how popular.
Now, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Algood Middle School hadn't had a drama department that long. So I mean, you've done this in a fast.
That is correct, and that's kind of why this is a tough year for us, because these are the original kids.
Oh wow!
Right? These are the ones that started that department back with us. So these
Y'all
were
are the
kiddos.
foundation.
Yes, these are my OGs.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they've been with us, and they've done this.
Congratulations on that. You've really grown something into something awesome. That's great. That's on you guys. I mean, Sam and whatever, but but that's on you guys really for buying in and putting in the work for sure. Alice in Wonderland, it starts Friday. It's $5. It's at Allgood Middle School.
That's correct.
Okay. And what was the time? I forgot that.
We run for 2 weekends. It's Friday and Saturday of this weekend, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next weekend. All of those nights are at 7 p.m. And we do have a matinee on Sunday the 6th at 2 p.m.
Okay. And the matinee's the $5 price as
Yes,
well.
every single one of them is $5 for everyone.
Do like kids get in free or
They
anything
do
like?
not.
Yeah,
We
good.
we feel like with a $5 ticket cost, that everybody
Keep those
can come
kids
in on
out.
that. Oh my heavens!
That was cute. My heavens. The Southern girls come. Oh, my heavens.
Thank goodness.
Oh, Alice in Wonderland, my heavens.
I might go now. I know there won't be any freeloading kids there.
We're going to support the kids, the students. Y'all are young adults.
They're not freeloaders. They're doing
not.
something.
They're working.
Oh, they
Right.
have worked their tails
Right.
off.
Yeah.
We cast this show at the very end of August.
Okay.
And so they've worked for all of these months on this show, learning their lines, learning their music. They've got a lot of hours and hours, and at this point, kind of lifetimes into
Yeah.
this show, it feels like.
Well, it's going to be great. Go see it. Support these kids. They've been working hard to pull this off and make it happen.
And yay to the OGs.
Yay to the OGs. Good luck this weekend. Hope it's great.
Break a leg.
Break a leg? That sounds so mean, though.
They understand. I'm a former drama student myself.
I was in drama.
Well, then act like it.
Oh.
Okay, you know why they say break a leg,
The
right?
time is 7:29.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Why do they say break a leg?
Because they want to encourage you so that you're excited if you get to be in the cast.
And it's your big break.
Oh.
Your big break.
It's a play on words.
Which I don't.
Of course
They
it is.
knew I wasn't telling them to go hurt themselves.
Well, to the layman,
We got to explain everything to him like he's two.
five.
Two.
It's 7:30. It's Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang with us. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Tennessee Tech University is considering eliminating 2 foreign language programs. The Herald Citizen reports that the university has proposed eliminating its French and German concentrations effective fall 2025. According to the article, that decision has spurred a petition attempting to save the programs. The article goes on to note that final approval to eliminate the programs will go through the Tennessee Higher Education Commission. A Friday evening crash in Nashville claimed the life of a Cookeville man. According to police reports, Derek P. Borchardt II died at Vanderbilt Medical Center after crashing a 2005 Chevrolet Trailblazer on I-40 near the I-440 junction. Police say that alcohol consumption and speed were factors in the wreck. The White County Sheriff's Office has charged a man with sexual battery by an authority figure. District Attorney General Bryant Dunaway said a county magistrate issued an arrest warrant for Kenneth Haney after finding probable cause that he unlawfully touched the breast of a 17-year-old student while working as a school bus aide. No other details were released about the case. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. Left-handed pitcher Garrett Crochet and the Boston Red Sox agreed on a 6-year extension worth $170 million yesterday. The 25-year-old was dealt to the Red Sox this past offseason from the White Sox. Crochet has only thrown 224 innings in his career and was a starter for one season last year in Chicago. The Atlanta Braves' slow start to the season continued yesterday as they lost veteran outfielder Jurickson Profar. Profar was dealt an 80-game suspension for using performance-enhancing drugs. Profar will be able to return on June 29th, but will not be eligible for postseason play. The New Orleans Pelicans are shutting down Zion Williamson and C.J. McCollum for the rest of the season. Both players are dealing with bone bruises. The news means Zion will play 30 or fewer games for the 4th time in his 6-year career. Join us tonight for some high school baseball as the Upperman Bees travel to York Institute to play the Dragons in a non-district game at 5:30 on the main UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News. One of the suspects in the shooting of 2 Memphis rappers found dead in Texas. Jaden Dandridge shot and killed the rapper known as Say So P and injured Sauce Walker back in March. Houston police announcing Dandridge's body was found Monday morning, 5 days from when he was named a suspect. Meantime, a second suspect remains at large in Kevin Brown. If you know anything about the 22-year-old's whereabouts, you're asked to call either Memphis police or Crime Stoppers. Meantime, Metro Nashville police say speed and alcohol are likely factors to a deadly crash happening this past Friday evening. 22-year-old Derek Beauchart, II of Cookeville, died after losing control of his vehicle and rolling it on I-40 near I-440. Metro police say they found open alcohol containers in the car, and a passenger told investigators they and Beauchart were drinking. I'm Lee Mowen. Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Are you among the millions of Americans living with chronic pain? If so, you may think prescription opioids are the solution. The truth is, the benefits of opioids are limited. Opioids only mask the pain. Opioids also come with serious side effects, ranging from nausea to withdrawal symptoms to overdose. As many as 25% of people who are prescribed opioids struggle with addiction. And those who are addicted to opioids are 40 times more likely to move on to heroin. No one wants to live in pain. but no one should put their health at risk to be pain-free. There is another choice: physical therapy. Physical therapists treat pain through movement and exercise, no warning labels required. And you get to be an active participant in your care. Choose to treat your pain safely. Choose physical therapy. Visit moveforwardpt.com to find a physical therapist near you. This public service announcement is brought to you by the American Physical Therapy Association.
Shelby County lost more residents than any other U.S. county this year, according to census data. From July 2023 until 2024, the population dropped by 3,379, falling to just over 910,000. It marks a nearly 20,000 person decline since 2020, which continues a multi-year trend. The decline comes despite overall growth in metro areas nationwide. TVA board member Michelle Moore, who was appointed by President Joe Biden, was removed at the direction of Donald Trump, cutting short her term set to run through 2026. This move came shortly after Tennessee Senators Marsha Blackburn and Bill Hagerty urged Trump to intervene over concerns about TVA's leadership and nuclear plans. Critics say the decision was politically motivated and could undermine the utility's long-term energy goals. Meantime, Tennessee's tournament run ends one win shy of the Final Four for the second straight year, falling 69-50 to top-seeded Houston in the Midwest Regional Final. Jordan Gainey, Chaz Lanier, each scoring 17 points for the Vols. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Tuesday morning forecast. We're off to a chilly start today, but temperatures should recover nicely as the day wears on. We'll have decreasing clouds through this afternoon with highs near 70, southeast wind around 5 miles per hour. Clouds will increase overnight with lows in the lower 50s. Wednesday will be partly sunny with highs near 80.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:36 now.
And coming up tomorrow, we'll talk about Window on the World, Tennessee Tech's great thing that they do every year. Elizabeth Andrews will be in from Tennessee Tech, and they do such a great job putting together Window on the World because it teaches you about other cultures.
Yeah.
There's food and all kind. I can't wait to talk to her.
Well, that'll be neat. Yeah. I always like the Window in the World and
Me too.
seeing what all they're going to have.
And they do
all
entertainment and just you learn so many things.
Today is April Fool's Day.
Are you about to pick on me?
No.
It's like, what kind of joke are you playing? It's not really a joke.
I'm not going to pull any jokes today.
Because we do that every day with each other.
It's also Boomer Bonus Day. It's a special day that encourages businesses to give discounts and special offers to baby boomers.
Nice.
My mom and dad would appreciate it.
Yeah. Getting discounts. They love it.
Again,
I love getting discounts.
Again, nothing for Gen X. We never got anything.
No, we had to work for all we have.
Walk uphill both ways to school.
The last of the good generation.
Kill bears with their spiral notebooks and their trapper keepers.
Trapper keepers.
International Tatting Day.
Like for tattooing?
No, it's not about tattooing. Tatting is an art form that involves making a durable lace using thick threads.
Okay, I got you. Like Battenberg lace?
Maybe. I don't know.
Just throw that out there, let you know I knew it.
Like you knew something.
Battenberg.
I know lots about lace.
Queen Anne's.
Yeah.
But that's a flower. Queen Anne's lace is a flower.
Today is also Sourdough Bread Day.
I love a good sourdough bread.
Now, a lot of people got into the sourdough bread for some reason.
Yes.
During the COVID times.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people are still making sourdough bread.
And still have their starter kit because it's alive.
Yeah. We got given two, I think they called them mothers.
Yeah.
And
didn't last long.
Well, we didn't do it.
Uh-oh.
Well, because we had
you killed the mother?
Well, we had a buddy who was just making sourdough bread. There's no reason for anybody else to make bread.
Yeah, because he was giving everybody.
He was just killing it with sourdough bread.
That's nice.
So why make it yourself?
Because you were getting gifts of sourdough bread
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you get, hey, bruh,
You want some
I
sourdough?
made too much sourdough bread. You need some?
Sure.
Sure.
I love sourdough bread with olive oil and a little cracked pepper.
Yeah, whatever that stuff is that you drag it through.
Mm-hmm.
What restaurant does that? Is that Olive Garden?
I know that Crawdaddy's does too.
Oh, yeah, Crawdaddy's has that,
Crawdaddy's has a
too.
good one. And just delicious.
Yeah.
And goat cheese.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm hungry right now.
I really just made my stomach growl.
It's also U.S. Air Force Academy Day. So to all you guys and gals that have been through the U.S. Air Force Academy or in the Air Force, we appreciate you.
We definitely do.
Thank you so much. Honestly, the Air Force seems pretty cool.
It does.
If I would have ever done the armed forces,
You'd have done Air Force.
yeah. Except I don't want to fly.
Well, then you may not have been in the Air Force.
I probably would have been in the Air.
I guess you could have been.
Maybe I wouldn't have been afraid to fly though.
I don't know.
Man.
It takes a lot to work out of you.
Yeah.
As afraid as you are flying.
There's a on Reddit they had a thing. If your ex was a street sign, what would it read?
If your ex was a street sign.
So here are some of the answers down there. If your ex was a street sign, dead end, caution, avoid area, slow, bumps ahead, pig crossing.
That's not nice.
Ouch.
Yeah.
You got to know that was a girl talking about a guy. Guys never call girls pigs. Have you noticed that?
I'm sure y'all do.
No, I don't think I've been called a pig.
Oh, wonder why.
I don't know.
That's the problem when you don't know.
But I've never called any female a pig.
Have you called us heifers?
No.
You have called us chicks.
That's different.
But I mean, we call each other chicks.
Yeah.
Chicks are cute.
High occupancy lane. Oh my Lord. You said that about your ex.
That's bad.
Enter at your own risk.
Oh, yeah.
Icy. This was hysterical. Caution. May change without warning.
I mean, that's me right now. Menopause.
No through road. Unstable cliff. Stay back. And wide load.
Oh, there's some meanies on there.
What in the world?
There's a lot of mean stuff. I think Icy, I get it for like an ex. You get a cold heart or something.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are,
Some of them are really mean.
some of them are just mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Wide load. You don't say that. Maybe to your buddies, but not to like a random question.
Well, I mean, it was probably anonymous because they didn't know.
That's true. It's on Reddit. You can be whoever you want to on there.
You can be whoever you want to. Remember that, kids.
Do you use leftover coffee grounds? Like,
No, I don't. But I've heard a lot of people do, like for their garden and stuff.
yeah. So I that and eggshells. Supposed to be real good for your garden, your compost, and
Right.
and worms are supposed to like it and all that stuff.
Supposed
So
to make really rich soil, the coffee and the eggshells.
there's times where I would remember to save it, and we would, and most I would just throw it away. But here, this is from the London Daily Mail. It's a list of things you can do to repurpose your old coffee.
Okay.
So you can do this at home or at work or wherever. Wood stain. You can stain wood
that's a
with
great idea.
with coffee. Is one of the suggestions. It's a natural pest repellent. The smell of coffee will repel mosquitoes, ants, slugs, cockroaches, and more.
I didn't know that.
I had no idea about that either.
So now instead of putting salt at your door, have some kind of tradition about that, or
Yeah, you can do it with coffee.
do it with coffee and keep those bugs out.
A leave-in conditioner. After shampooing your hair, pour cold coffee over your head and scalp. Do this over a bucket because it will stain your tub. Put your hair in a shower cap and leave the coffee in for half an hour before rinsing it off with warm water. Do it once a week and you'll notice an improvement in thickness and texture in your hair.
I bet it will darken your color a little bit too, though.
It might.
The color of your hair.
I might do that.
But I bet it will smell fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, coffee.
A lot more people making comments about my gray hair every time I get a haircut.
Well, remember I gave you the title the other day. I said Silver Fox.
Oh, yeah.
You liked that one.
I did like that.
But like they're saying negative because you got pretty hair.
No. It wasn't like that.
Color and everything.
I've just noticed a lot more of it here lately.
Now he thinks he's a silver fox is basically what I'm saying. But
You can use it as a marinade.
Coffee.
You can use it as plant fertilizer. We talked about that. And a car freshener. Which I had.
I wouldn't mind my car smelling like coffee.
It says place some coffee beans in a mesh bag and stash it away under the passenger seat.
That sounds like it would smell wonderful. But I've heard that it absorbs odors too.
Yeah.
Because the coffee smells stronger than anything else.
I've heard of people put it in the refrigerator too. That it acts like baking soda. I guess it absorbs
it.
The other smells that are in there. So there you go. There's how you can recycle coffee.
That's a good idea, though. Some great ideas.
I didn't know it was necessary, but here we are doing it.
Here we are.
Recycling coffee. So maybe you can do that. Now, the one I don't understand is they're telling you to put coffee beans. Coffee beans hadn't even been coffee yet.
They smell too, though.
Oh, coffee beans, yes. I used to love my dad would grind his own coffee at the grocery store.
And it smells so good. Those ground coffee beans. I would just go down that aisle just to smell that.
Yes.
Smell the coffee. And it's so much. It does smell fresher.
I wish there was a store that sold coffee beans and pipe tobacco.
Yeah, those are two great smells.
Oh, and then if they did some leather work on the side,
yes,
that'd be the perfect smelling store right there.
Oh, you know what? One of our coworkers, Jeff, he was talking about they need to make more candles for men because men like candles, but they don't like all the frou-frou smells.
He's right.
Coffee and leather. And what was the other one you said? Coffee, leather. Anyway, that'd be the perfect man candle, and I would buy that too. I like some of the more masculine smells.
Right.
Because I don't like a lot of over-scented, like a pipe tobacco. Yeah, I don't like that flowery smell. I'd rather have fruits and leathers.
Too much.
Yes, it's too, and it makes me sneeze sometimes.
Yeah. It's 7:47. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. They got a nice renovated new building down there off of Neal Street.
It's nice too.
Yeah, and a good bunch of people there if you're looking for a real estate agent, whether you're buying or selling, or you're a real estate agent looking to change where you work. They're looking for you too, so be sure to get in touch with them. Good people over there. Elevate Real Estate, brand new sponsor of Good Morning Cookeville. Can't thank them enough. Of course, here in the beautiful Willow Window Studio, John Norris and the crew here have always been behind us, and we love them so much. And they got a great showroom here at 310 Newman Drive. Stop by and let them tell you about their new summer space that they've got going on. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We'll be right back. Hang with us.
Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Deliver phenomenal 5-star service to every client, every time. Visit tnelevate.com.
And I also say to you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades shall not prevail against it. Matthew chapter 16, verse 18. Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. Please visit our website at jerrywhitsonrdcoc.org and join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on our radio program, Words of Exhortation, as we study through the Gospel of Matthew right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
For the love of Tennessee at dawn. For the love of the fight. For the love of having nowhere else you'd rather be. For the love of Tennessee. Travel safe. Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey guys, it's Philip Gibbons for Carlin Chevrolet. Aren't you tired of being sold a car by the other guys? And once you leave the lot, the dealership acts like they don't even know you anymore? Well, at Carlin Chevrolet, they're not in the business of just selling cars. They're in the business of making you family by having the #1 customer service in the Upper Cumberland for over 10 years and lifetime oil changes. Carlin Chevrolet on the corner of Spring and Willow or carlinchevrolet.com. Carlin Chevrolet. Upfront, honest, home.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:52 now.
Yes, the high today getting up to 67. We're a little chilly this morning. We're at 47 right now, but temps will be up around 67 by the afternoon and partly sunny, so not too worried about that.
The world is going to hell. We know that. If you've watched the news, which I've been trying to stay away from, to be honest with you.
And I remember a couple of weeks ago, I said, sometimes I stay away from the news because it's just too much. And then you never know what's the truth. And you're like, I'm trying to stay away from the news. Yeah.
I still
you
get
learned
on,
from me,
I still
didn't
get
you?
on. No, I still get on X because I need to know what's going
Don't say
on
no, you didn't learn from
in
me.
the
Yes,
world.
you do.
But you know, it's not like in the afternoons. I'm not watching the news.
Right, because I feel like it's not the news like it was when we were growing up. I mean, I feel like we had the last set of like neutral news people.
I think we just didn't have anybody to call out the propaganda.
Maybe that's the case.
I think we just didn't have anybody to go. I wonder if that's true.
It's always been propaganda, and
Right.
then people just started going. We got Google now. We can check stuff.
This seems wrong.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Let's call out the liars.
Right. So, I mean, I think that's the difference now is before we would just go, well, they said it on
That's
TV.
what they said, so it's true.
It must be true.
And now we're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Is anything true?
We're fact checking.
But this is awful. an armed man robbed 2 Amish buggies in western Pennsylvania. Have we really stooped that low?
I mean,
Because it's not this was not Amish on Amish crime.
no.
It's just somebody with a car.
You know, it hurts my heart when people do mean things to the Amish.
Well, to anybody,
Well,
but
I mean, to anybody, yes. But I'm like, the Amish,
they're just trying
they
to.
don't bother anybody.
They're just trying to do their thing.
They're living their best life.
I mean, I've never been to Pennsylvania to where like it's Amish, you know. I've been to Muddy Pond. I've watched the Mennonites do their thing, but they're different.
Yeah, it is. It's not the same. Amish and Mennonite are two different.
Right, two different things. That's why.
different
That's why I always
cultures.
correct people when they say, you get to go see the Amish. Well, they're the Mennonites.
Right.
They're different.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know exactly what the difference is.
It's like buggies, Amish.
Yeah, for sure.
Horse and buggy, Amish.
Yeah, well, I always think that's neat. But anyway, to rob an Amish buggy and you got a car, that's unfair.
You're just making all the rest of us look really bad when you're mean to the Amish.
Yeah.
Leave them buggies alone.
Let's see here. A California woman has the world's longest tongue.
And how do they measure a tongue?
With a tape measure or a ruler.
I mean,
Depending on how long, it might be a yardstick.
my goodness.
So if you're below your lower lip, so stick your tongue out and see if you can get it below your lower lip. Yeah, I can get it below my lower lip. Channel Trapper, she's 34, a California woman.
Chanel or Channel?
Whichever one. Chanel.
Is it one in or
World's
two?
longest tongue, I'm going to say her name's Chanel. You're right.
One in?
Yes.
Okay. Chanel.
A California woman has the Guinness World Record for the longest tongue for a female. Since 2010, it measures 3.8 inches from the tip of her lips. When she sticks her tongue out, it reaches below her chin.
Whoa.
Here's some things she can do with it.
That's
No, this is
questionable.
no. This is some things she's actually done with it.
Okay.
These aren't ideas I've had about what
Well,
she
it
could
sounded
do.
like I didn't know which direction we were going there for a moment.
She can remove Jenga blocks
With her tongue.
with her tongue. Flip a plastic cup.
Ha! That's funny. You know what? Like, who threw that cup at me? My tongue.
I'd watch that.
You know, if you watch on ESPN The Deuce,
Yeah, the Ocho.
The Ocho.
Yeah,
Where'd I get The Deuce at?
I don't know.
The Ocho, Slippery Stairs.
Uh-huh.
I would watch tongue flipping with Chanel.
I'd watch tongue flipping.
Sounds crazy.
They had the Dodgeball All-Stars on this weekend on ESPN the Ocho. She can also hold a spoon with her tongue. I don't know how she eats with it, but
So that tongue just curls up like a finger or
I
something?
guess.
She can hold it?
this girl with her world's longest tongue can grab a single grape from a bowl with her tongue and pull it into her mouth.
That sounds like a giraffe. You know how you've seen them wrap their tongue around some leaves and just pull it? Oh, that sounds like that.
And she has also appeared in an advertising campaign for an Italian fashion brand, Diesel.
I know that brand.
Seems like I've seen it before, Diesel.
Yeah.
Do you have any stupid human tricks you can do, Sheila?
Well, my thumb is double jointed, and it looks like sometimes I would play it. It wasn't April Fool's, but I would play a joke like that, like, "Oh, I broke my thumb,"
Oh, yeah.
and say it looks crazy.
I can make my chin muscle move independently from the rest of my face.
I didn't know this. Oh, wow, that's a talent. I bet you could be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
I don't know. I've never tried. I can hold a pencil there.
I bet you could.
Before my face got real fat, I could. Sure.
I didn't say anything.
I know. Other people.
You've lost weight.
People are saying it. It's 7:59. We're getting out of here tomorrow. Elizabeth Andrews from Tennessee Tech's Window on the World. We'll talk to her and have a big time here on Good Morning Cookeville. Have a great rest of your day. See you back here tomorrow.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY, 107.7 FM, and AM 1400, WHUB Cookeville.